Hey guys, this is a car cellular phone from a 1994 Audi S4. Luxury cars had these in the past, so you can make business phone calls on the road. You don't have to worry about carrying around a big old Nokia brick cell phone. You'd have these essentially bag phones. If you guys remember these cell phones from the early 2000s, late 90s, you could buy these. They're pretty popular. These went out of service, I believe, in 2006 or something like that. So they're no longer operable. So yeah, these things are pretty much paperweights. But I'm going to show you something today. I did a cool little modification to this thing to bring it back to service. I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so I've unscrewed the case, which reveals the internals of the phone. I'm just going to unplug this for now. This side of the phone is non-operable. There is a way to get the buttons to work. However, I need to find a specific Bluetooth earpiece that has keys on it, which I don't believe exists. So I'm not able to make that work yet. So pretty much here is everything that causes this thing to work or enables it to work. Basically, this is a motherboard from a Bluetooth earpiece. You see the little, earpieces that BMW drivers and business people have usually. That was just a cheap one. I think it was $10 on eBay. So I took the motherboard out of it. And basically, it's just a motherboard, a microphone, a speaker, and a battery. So I removed the microphone and the speaker from the headset, and I just wired these to the microphone and speaker inside the phone itself. Get rid of that and I can show you. There's the mic that just goes to the positive and negative for the mic. There's a speaker right there, also wired to the speaker, positive and negative. And the battery, I used a 2-cell, I think it was a 450 milliamp hour lithium polymer battery for an RC car. It was for a brushless X mod that I built. I had an extra, so I split it in half and I desoldered the connecting tabs here. Usually they're wired in series, so it comes up as a 2-cell. I wired this in parallel, so it's essentially just a 2-pack of a 1-cell, which pretty much doubles the capacity. These cells are 520 milliamp hour, so essentially you have 1040 milliamp hour single cell lithium polymer battery, which should last you quite a long time. Another thing on this earpiece has a button so you can answer calls, drop calls, power on and off. I just wired it to the factory button here. If I hold the button, you should hear it power on. I don't know if you guys could hear that. It's pretty quiet. It's meant to be more of a, up to your ear kind of thing, but you can hear it power off. One thing I should tell you is I initially planned to have this powered from the actual car jack in the car. Basically, you have this regular phone jack in the car. I pretty much just ohmed them out with the multimeter, checked for continuity between what essentially was the power for the phone. Found the power and ground for the phone. I wired it to a 12 volt to 3.5 volt buck converter. I had it glued right here and I had it wired in between instead of the battery pack. That would have been a little more convenient, not having to have a charge or a charged battery pack inside, which is kind of sketchy. In order to charge it, you need to remove it and plug it into an actual RC car lithium polymer balance charger. It doesn't even need to be a balance charger, but it charges with these pins here, so it would need to be removed to be charged. However, I think this thing would last quite a long time, and it probably only need to be charged maybe once every couple weeks or so. So that's kind of cool.